Hey guys, Cam from 15 back at it with another video for you guys, back with another ReZero episode review for you guys. I know I missed last week's episode review, just to talk about some moments in that episode. To see freaking okay. The Owl versus Capella fight is interesting. So one, Capella also transformed into Priscilla, and she's never come across Priscilla before. And it's like as if she knew to transform into him or into Priscilla to try to get Al's attention. And it's shockingly enough, Al's actually doing a pretty damn good job against Capella. I don't know what's gonna happen with that fight. I'm envisioning next week we're gonna cut back to that fight to see what's going on there, right? Unless we're gonna focus on Gluttony, which I could see Reinhardt maybe going to, because actually that makes the most sense to go to Gluttony because we don't know what the hell's going on there, and we know like Julius is fighting one half of it, and then Felt is fighting the other Gluttony. So I could actually see it to where Reinhardt maybe goes to where Felt is at, and it's kind of a two-front approach there, right? And then we'll just cut back and forth between Capella and Al, right? Seeing Garfield get the W last week was dope. It was a great moment. The gorgeous tiger, that was crazy. Especially the fact that he got the respect of this like very like really this very popular, well not popular, this very strong warrior of like ancient legends, right? And the fact that he acknowledged Garfield and he basically, gave him his respect was pretty cool. And Garfield has come a long way. Sorry. My throat's a little, I don't want to say sore, but congested, right? My goodness. Anyways, that all happened last week, right? Regardless, it was a good episode. Even though I didn't review it, it was a great episode. Enjoyed it very much. And then we got left off on the cliffhanger leading to this episode, which, damn, man. Man, this episode hit, bruh. This episode hit. The Theresa and Wilhelm storyline and the backstory, and then you get involved with Reinhardt and then his father. Listen, I just got done watching a review, and the reviewer literally in that video said, that entire family is broken. That entire family is broken. Like, and honestly, I have to agree. I don't think we're ever gonna have Wilhelm and Reinhardt ever reconcile and become family again. We damn well know the father won't ever fucking become a family with these dudes again, which it is quite interesting to see that like he was never seemingly enough it seemed like he was never a part of their lives, and the fact that also too he was shocked that that was his mom, so maybe he never got a chance to know Theresa, which is interesting. I don't know. Again, maybe a ReZero fan could put in the comment section. No, he knew that was his mom. He always knew about his mom, but he kind of just went away and everything. And also too, he blames Reinhardt for the killing of his mom, right? And you saw him at the end of the episode antagonizing Reinhardt. He's talking about saying like, oh, look, how does that make you feel that you killed your grandmother for, twice this time, right? So that family is never gonna reconcile, like, never gonna like come back together, reconcile, and be a family. Again, I don't know if Reinhardt eventually at some point, in this story will settle down, maybe start his own family with someone. I don't know, maybe he starts it with Felt because he is I wouldn't say caretaker of Felt, but he is basically her knight. Unless he hooks up with somebody else he falls in love with. I don't know, but I saw that and I'm just like, damn, that family is completely broken. But this episode, man, it had a lot of emotions, and just to see the backstory of Theresa and kind of understanding what the hell happened and everything, it's crazy. Another shocking point of this episode is my man Wilhelm, man. This man did not say I love you to Theresa for like fucking pretty much the time they first met and throughout basically the many years of their marriage, right? And before Theresa ended up like actually going to go fight against the White Whale and then obviously dying, this man Wilhelm still couldn't muster up the courage to freaking say I love you. And then basically when she kind of, back in the present time when she finally realizes like what the hell's going on and everything. And you just have that emotional moment between her and Wilhelm where Wilhelm's like, I should have told you this a long time ago, but I have to tell it to you now. And it's just like he finally says that he loves her. It was just sad, and as she basically gets Thanos snapped, turned to dust and ash. And I'm just like, damn, man. My man Wilhelm, he's been through it all, man. And he it sucks, man. It sucks because you see in that flashback where before she ends up going to go leave, like he's legitimately telling us like, no, I don't want you to go. Like, you're like 50 years old. Let's just stay home and you can live in peace and everything. And she's like, no, I got to do what I got to do because I'm the Sword Saint. I have to do what I have to do. I just can't let this be, bygones be bygones. And she even gave him like a freaking cut of like this freaking scar that of like if he followed her, like I forgot what it was. It was something like that was severed between them or something like that, right? But she gave him the scar, which made him purposely have to stay at their home, and she basically went on her own to try to take out the White Whale. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, you see that, and then you just have it to where Wilhelm asked Reinhardt, like, basically saying, like, you do know what you did. You do know what you did, right? And he's like, yeah, I know what I did, and it was the right thing to do. That was not my grandmother. That was just a creation made, and basically he said, listen, I did the right thing, and that's what I do because I'm the Sword Saint. And Wilhelm does acknowledge Reinhardt as the Sword Saint. But deep down, I feel like Reinhardt maybe still has some resentment for, not Reinhardt, Wilhelm still has some resentment towards Reinhardt because by him getting the Sword Saint's power, it ended up getting his wife killed. And on top of it, you can kind of say like, he kind of killed his wife again, right? Even though it wasn't actually his wife, right? But even then, like, he walks off and he kind of just wants nothing to do with anything, and only to instigate, the father instigates things to make things go worse. But it's sad, man. It's sad the fact that this family will never get back. It won't be a normal family, and they'll probably never connect. So I don't know, in future seasons we'll have a moment to where, you know, they'll connect. Maybe Wilhelm and Reinhardt connect before like maybe William is actually gonna die or something. I don't know, but like this is a family that's completely broken, and I don't think there's nothing you can do, nothing even Subaru could probably do to fix this relationship between these three estranged family members. And it all led just basically because, well, Wilhelm's wife Theresa died, you know? Wilhelm's heartbroken over the fact that his wife died, and he also felt like maybe if I could have convinced her to stay, she would have just lost her powers at home, but she would still be alive, right? And maybe the father wouldn't be the father he is today, right? And then obviously Reinhardt, he'd be the Sword Saint, and he'd probably have a loving relationship at least with Wilhelm and Theresa, right? And Theresa could probably taught him some stuff, but clearly not, right? So you get the backstory, right? And when we go into it after like the initial fighting of the fight, right? And you just have the flashback where she's basically just a normal girl in this flower field, and Wilhelm, a much younger Wilhelm, comes across her, right? And basically that's when they first met. And then eventually what happens is, she gets the Sword Saint's ability. She's shocked by this. she goes up against her brother, and she beats her brother to prove that, like, no, she is the sword saint, right? And she wants nothing to do with it, but she has no choice but to take the sword. So there's like this period of in their timeline there's just it's war ravaging and everything, and she's basically in the barracks and she can't get up to fight because this isn't her. She doesn't want to be involved in this situation. She does not want to be the sword saint and everything. And her brother, her older brother consoles her about that, and he even says, like, look, I had some resentment because I didn't get what I was supposed to get, but listen, I just want you to know, like, I'm your older brother, and I'm gonna watch over you no matter what because you're my little sister. I'm gonna take care of you, you know. And it just even sucks because only a few minutes later, like, they go back out to war, right? And then she loses all her brothers and even her uncle. Like, dog, what? But this gave her the resolve to take up the mantle of being the sword saint. So eventually some time passes on further and she comes across Wilhelm. Wilhelm actually beats her, actually, right? And basically you just have this proclamation of their love for each other, even though Wilhelm doesn't say it, right? And basically Wilhelm's like, listen, let me be your sword, essentially, right? Let me be by your side. And you just have that nice moment where they kiss, and she tells him, like, she loves him and everything, but he never mustered up the courage to say that he loved her. And you just get it to where you see a montage of everything in terms of their life that they were up to until she got to 50, because Wilhelm said she was 50, right? So you see the birth of their child and everything, and then the birth of their child, which is Reinhardt, and everything, and you just see, like, oh, it's just a happy freaking life, man, happy life. And then you get that moment to where, oh, yep, reporters are saying the white whale is out there and I gotta go out there. And she does go out there, and at that instant, as she's charging in to go against the white whale, she loses the sword saint ability powers because it ended up going to Reinhardt, and she realized this, and the white whale make this devastating attack, right? And after the white whale is gone, everybody's kind of knocked out, but then she gets up and she sees Pandora. Yes, Pandora, the freaking little lolly girl that we saw that basically told Regulus, like, you need to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, please. And she confronted Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse and what's her face? Amelia's aunt. Freaking forgot. I don't know how I forgot her name, but you get that. And we see that, Pandora's like, I see that you don't like me. And then you just have it to where Theresa just charges in, and Theresa legitimately tries to, it looks like she cuts Pandora, but Pandora, I guess, regenerates immediately, and it's like, well, that's just too bad, but it's too late for you. And it's revealed that Pandora actually killed Theresa. I guess she must have threw her down super fast, and it basically broke her freaking neck, and she died, right? Or maybe Pandora just broke her neck and then just threw her down to the ground. But we get the revelations that it wasn't the white whale that took out and killed Theresa. It was actually Pandora showing up, right? And that only gives even more craziness. I don't know how they're going to go up against fucking Pandora. Maybe she is the ultimate bad guy that Subaru's got to take down and confront. But, like, dog, like, I don't know how they defeat her. Now, I don't know if Theresa had her sword saint abilities, if she would be able to handle Pandora. I don't know. We still don't know. Pandora's still a fucking mystery of a character. We just don't know. We've only seen her in 2 appearances in the anime, and that was in Amelia's flashback and then this flashback. Which is interesting that she's only appeared in flashbacks. I don't know if she's going to eventually appear in the present and stand before Subaru, and that's going to be a oh shit moment we're getting here, but it's interesting to see what the hell is Pandora's purpose and everything, and I don't know, man, but the fact that we found out she was the one that killed Theresa, it's crazy, man. But even if you were to probably tell that to Wilhelm, he'd probably be upset at Pandora and try to kill her, but at the end of the day, he feels like Look, my grandson, if basically got the taking the abilities away from her, maybe she's still alive if that doesn't happen. So yeah, man, it was a sad backstory, and on top of it, it doesn't help with the fact that it seems like basically the father, the son, and the grandson all can't see eye to eye and stuff like that. Wilhelm basically tells him like, look, you got better things to do. Go handle them. Right? So yeah, man. Yeah, but sad episode. Theresa is definitely waifu material. Theresa is definitely waifu material, and it sucks, man. It sucks for Wilhelm. Like, that's like Wilhelm had the type of wife that he was gonna freaking ride off into the sunset with, and it would be like that type of thing where he could see himself dying alongside her, right? So it's sad, man. It's sad, but well, and that also just shows you the life lesson. Treasure your loved ones, dudes. Just treasure your loved ones, and don't be like Wilhelm, man. Don't always tell your loved ones how much you love them, and always tell them that you love them, because shit, you don't know when they could be gone the next day. But anyways, I'm gonna go out for guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more ReZero content. It was me. Sorry, guys. Or any other anime content I upload to the channel. So till then, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video, and I will see you guys later. Hit the subscribe button. We'll be back with more ReZero content and things like that and stuff like that. But till then, guys, peace.